What is up, guys? Capgun here, one-handed gamer, and I got some exciting news for you today. Something you probably haven't heard from, or heard about, or read about. I could be wrong though. There might be some news about it, but this is pretty secret and revolutionary. I was actually out last night with a couple of my buddies from. One was in the Army and one was in the Navy. And my buddy from the Army said that he was sent down to Florida to play this game, this virtual reality game. Nothing that has been seen before on the market. And I believe it's going to be mainly used for the military, but also it could be, used for the public in the future, for, future games in general. And I was like really, intrigued by this. My eyes were opening and I was like, really? And he said basically there was two things. One was, on the PC, and then another, I guess he said, was just, like on a console base. And what it was he actually had a weapon, and it wasn't a real weapon, but it was a weapon that actually had magazine cartridges that you actually had to change out, and there was buttons on the gun itself. And he was saying that the virtual reality was just amazing. Like, you would do missions and they would send you, wherever, in the world. And it was mainly designed for like training. So I was just like, wow, this is pretty cool. Because, instead of them, using something that's real cheesy, or, a video game maybe like this, I'm not saying it's not a great game, but for like realistic standards, they're designing something that's going to be more, involving with the environment and where you are. And when he was just in there, he just said that it was just crazy. Like, he said him and his other buddy that was doing it, they both had, a headset, some goggles, and he couldn't, see his buddy, but when he turned to the left and turned to the right, he could, see, another guy and stuff like that in the game in general. And I was just like, whoa, so he said that the graphics were pretty good. He said that, they were definitely, above standard. So it's just like, wow, this is freaking really, awesome. This is cool to hear, because, with seeing all these games that come out every year, we usually just look at, rehashed, video games. People, video game companies take, bits and pieces from other games and, develop their own game kind of thing, or combine two games, have a baby, whatever. And this, on the other hand, is something totally different. This is something that is going to be revolutionary for all video games. Forget having a controller. You're going to use an actual gun, not a real gun, but a plastic gun, and you would change out the mags realistically. And I don't know how it would work with sniper rifles. I'm sure they would configure that, but the reason why they were sent down there was to test out the the weapons, and how they reacted, and the environment, and it was more like a training session in general. And they were writing down and taking notes from them, and I was just like, this is fucking awesome. I can't wait to see something like that. And he said, he wasn't exactly for sure of the name, but he said something like Future Warrior or something. So yeah, I mean, this is really awesome. And he said that he's probably going to give me some more information about it here in the future. So I'll keep you guys up to date about it, and he'll get more details. And they've been working on it for about 4 years, he said. So it's been going on. So, there could be news out there about it, but this right now, as it stands, looks more promising than any other, video game, Black Ops 2 or whatever that's coming out in the future, Battlefield 4, forget that, this is going to be the future right here, virtual reality. Forget, the consoles, they're, out of date, and we need something better. We need something that can really, draw our attention in the game and make it more realistic. And with graphics updating and just making them so real, I can't imagine what it's going to be like. It's just going to be, freaking insane. So thanks for watching, guys. Always leave it a rating deserves, and drop a comment what you guys think about that. Have you heard any news about it? And always leave a rating. Capgun out.